take a look around. Met little Sadie and shouted down. Went right home, got into bed. 44 cold smoking under my head. I wake up the next morning about 9:30, and the hacks and the buggies all standing in line. The gents and the campers standing around. Carry little Sadie to a burying ground. Began to think about the deed I'd done, and I grabbed my hat and away I did run, and I made a good run, but a little too slow. He overtook me in Jericho, and I was standing on the corner reading the bell, and up came sheriff from Thomasville. He said, "Young man, is your name Brown? Remember the night you shot Sadie down?" Said, "Yes, sir, but my name is Lee, and I murdered little Sadie in the first degree, in the first degree, in the second degree. If you got any papers, won't you read them to me?" They took me downtown, dressed me in black, took me on the train and started me back, all the way back to that Thomasville jail. Ain't nobody but a go-mile bail. Well, the judge and the jury took the stand. The judge held the papers in his right hand. 41 days, 41 nights, 41 years, where the ball and strike.
What's up, everybody? Brandon Johnson here again, and thanks for joining me. Today we're taking a look at the classic old-time tune, Little Sadie. Now, this is a tune that's been covered by many, many different musicians over the years. It's written in the Dorian mode, in kind of the D minor chord position. And in this arrangement, we're going to learn 3 different levels of the same melody. So we're going to look at a beginner version, which has kind of less notes and a little bit less complex melodic elements to it, an intermediate version where we introduce more 16th notes, and then an advanced version where we're going to be playing a lot of 16th notes really fast, and we're going to go up the neck and actually play some arpeggios kind of in the style of Tony Rice. And this lesson is brought to you by the G1 Butterfly Guitar Stand. It's a sturdy, lightweight aluminum stand for electric, acoustic, and bass guitars. It's a pretty great stand, actually. It's not something I'd ever use on stage, but you know, they were nice enough to send me one of these, and honestly, I've been using it a lot around the house. It's kind of set up for electric and acoustic, the way it's built, and it has a nice wide base to it, so it's pretty sturdy, and it's got this, you know, really strong magnet that you can kind of use to close it. It folds up in seconds, and it fits into the back pocket of a gig bag. So if you want more information on this awesome guitar stand, check out the link in the description below. So in this lesson, we're going to be playing this out of capo 2, and there's a lot of different versions of this that I've heard with no capo out of the D minor key. And in this case, we're going to be playing it out of the D minor position, but capoed up to the 2nd fret. So that's going to put us in the true sounding key of E minor. And this is kind of an expansion of an earlier lesson I did. It's actually one of the first lessons I ever recorded. And we're going to kind of expand on what I did in that lesson and maybe take it to a place that you've never heard it before as a variation of this classic murder ballad. So I hope you enjoy this one. Let's check it out.
Dressed me in black, took me on the train and started me back, all the way back to that Thomasville jail.
All right, let's take a look at Little Sadie now. We're looking at the beginner break here. I have 3 breaks in this particular arrangement of this tune. We're going to be playing this out of capo 2 here, mainly out of kind of the D minor chord position. We're going to start with a 2-note pickup here, open G, 1st fret G, with our index finger, and then we're going to go into the beginning of measure number 1, which is going to be 2nd fret G, 1st fret G, and 2nd fret G again. That 2nd fret G, that's an 8th note. We have a slight gap, and then we have an upstroke on that 1st fret B, that's on a quarter note, and that's going to be our F chord. So what we're doing is we're going from a D to an F at the beginning here. Okay, Okay, that first fret B there, that's over the F chord. It's going to be on a quarter note. And then we're going to play 2nd fret G to open, to 3rd fret D on an 8th note, and then open D on an upstroke over that D minor chord, which is the root chord. Another thing you can do there on that 3rd fret D, you can bend it to give it a little bit of interest and fill in a little bit of that space there. Okay, that's going to lead us into measure number 2 now over the C chord here. We have a 2nd fret D to open to 2nd fret D, and then an open G. So kind of the same pattern that we play over the F chord, but we're going to be playing it over the open D on this one. Okay, and then right after that quarter note on that G, we're going to play 2nd fret D to open, 3rd fret A, and then open A. So it's cool, it's a pattern that repeats in over different chords. So the first pattern, that's over an F to a D, and then we have a C to an A minor. The exact same pattern of notes, but over a different chord progression. The relative minor of C is A minor, and the relative minor of F is D minor. That's how we're able to use almost that exact same pattern, but just shifting it down the register a little bit. Okay, let's play measures 1 and 2 now, all the way through to the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and that leads us into measure number 3. All right, when we look at measure number 3 now, you'll notice one thing I did there is I'm actually playing the melody out of this A minor chord position here, which is kind of common in bluegrass music, especially kind of the way I play it, because I like to think about the chords as I'm playing, the melodic notes. It puts things into context for me. So you'll see here we're playing, we're coming out of an A minor in measure number 2, which carries over into measure number 3. And all we're really doing here is we're holding this A minor chord shape, and then we're hammering on with our little finger from the open A to the 3rd fret A. That's on a downstroke. And then we're going to play another 3rd fret A, so you just kind of hold it there. And then another hammer on, and then a 3rd fret A on a downstroke. So those are all downstrokes. You can kind of let the vibration off there. You notice that when I play that, you'll see those rests in between. And that kind of indicates that I'm kind of letting off to get the phrasing of the notes that I'm trying to get. And then you'll see the beginning of a long 16th note run. Now this is sort of a beginner version of this melody. So, you know, if this may not be appropriate for a beginner, but it is something that, you know, I encourage you to kind of challenge yourself to play these 16th notes here. It'll give you kind of a cool idea of how to solo over an A7 chord. And what we're going to do is we're going to start on the open G, 1st fret G, and then you'll see at the beginning of measure number 4, we have that A7 on the 2nd fret G, 1st fret G, 2nd fret G. These are actually chromatic notes. This is chromatic refers to playing notes that are outside of the scale, or passing tones that are in between the scale tones. That's kind of what chromatic means. And then we're going to go up to the 3rd fret G, 2nd fret G to open. So I'm playing this with my index, middle, and ring finger here. Okay, and then right here we're going to move to the D string on a 3rd fret D, 2nd fret D, open D. So you're kind of, there's a lot of notes in a very small space here. And then we're going to play that 3rd fret D to 2nd fret D again. This is where it might be challenging for you to go from the 2nd fret D here with our middle finger to the 3rd fret A with our ring finger. We're kind of playing over the C chord shape here. And then we're going to have an open D at the end. And again, we're kind of working on, you know, making the space between these notes even. And then you can also use your rest stroke, which is where you're resting your pick on the string beneath it. You can kind of use that technique when you're moving through these 16th notes in this way. And that open D there, that's going to be our D minor chord. So I just put in a downstroke over kind of the upper register of that D minor chord. You can play the whole chord with that 1st fret E, or you can just kind of play that. I think that sounds kind of a little bit cooler actually, without playing that 1st fret high E. And one thing you'll notice here is I'm playing this D minor chord shape here with my index finger on the 2nd fret G, and then my ring finger on that 3rd fret B, and that leaves my middle finger available to kind of play this last little phrase here at the end. You know, this has an extra measure at the end. That's kind of how this song is written. And you'll see an open A to 3rd fret A. See, I'm still kind of holding that D chord shape. And then you'll see an open D, and then again, that chord that we played at the end of measure number 4, we'll throw that in again. And you can change this to your liking. You know, I encourage you to kind of arrange this your own way. All right, let's play the last 3 measures now, all the way through to the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. One, 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 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. All right, now let's play the entire beginner section now, all the way through to the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Thanks for checking out this lesson today. This is a free preview of the complete lesson that is available on my website, brandonjohnsonguitar.com. So if you're interested in the complete lesson, check out the link in the description below and head on over to my website where you can get the complete video, the tab sheet, as well as backing tracks. I also offer a lesson membership on my website where you can get access to all of the lessons that I've ever made. There's literally hundreds of lessons and tab sheets that I've meticulously put together into a huge library of traditional tunes for you to learn and build your repertoire. So that's all for today, guys. If you're interested in more lessons like this, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my traditional tunes playlist right here. So I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson, and until then, keep on picking.